everyone. Welcome to another episode of No Title Needed, coming to you from the beautiful Feinstein's Cabaret at the Hotel Carmichael in Carmel, Indiana, USA. We are your co-hosts.
Every time.
Always and forever, and I'm Cynthia Collins.
And I'm Scott Osborne.
And we are here today with the very special Tina McIntosh.
Hi, Tina.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, my gosh. What is it? Because do you know Tina?
Not until this morning.
Me too. Not until this very moment. So
I know your legacy, friends.
Legacy. That's a very big word.
It is.
That's carries a lot of weight. Tina, what is it you do? Or what are you doing like right now? What's up? What's going on?
Oh, goodness.
I know you do a radio show with of course, Terry Stacy, who we adore.
I mean, here's the deal. Everybody always says, is Terry as lovely as I think she is? And I'm like, even more. And she's like a nut in the best of ways, right?
Yes.
She's wonderful.
Yes.
So Terry and I have done a radio show called Caregiver Crossing together for, we think, 15 years. Wow. It's also a podcast, but we probably need to lean into the podcasting even more. And it's for family caregivers. And so that came from, I am the founder of Joy's House. We're a not-for-profit adult day service. And most recently, we will be announcing very soon that we are a center for caregivers in Indiana.
Oh, great.
So what does that mean now, a Center for Caregivers?
Yeah, we're, all the details are being figured out. Here's what it really means. If we are all related, short story right here. We're at Cindy, you and I are sisters.
Okay.
And Scott is our discharge planner at the hospital. And I've just been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
Okay.
When we leave the hospital, typically Scott would look at me, say, hey, I understand your diagnosis. PT's been in. Here's some photocopies of physical therapies to do. We've called in your prescriptions. There's a gate belt in the bag. See your neurologist within 30 days. Good luck to you.
Goodbye.
The reality is the medical team now has 2 patients. It's you as my sister and my, primary caregiver.
Probably saying,
right?
Going to care for my sister.
Because the reality is, and I won't get on too big of a soapbox, but the reality is the caregiver often gets an ailment, a diagnosis, or dies before the person they're caring for.
That's right.
Because it's too much.
So many times. Happens with couples too. One of the spouses goes, the other spouse is like, I can do it. I can care for them. I can do it. Ta-da. I'm going to do this. And that person completely goes.
We provide, as unpaid caregivers in the state of Indiana alone annually, we provide $16.1 billion worth of unpaid work with the people we love. So who do you turn to? So the goal is with the Center for Caregivers, when Scott then says all that to me, he turns to you and says, hey, sister, your primary caregiver. You say yes. And he says, here's the QR code, the website, the phone number, whatever it is for caregivers. Call Joy's House. They can help you no matter where you live in the state.
Wow.
Yeah. Now we're starting here, Marion County, and hopefully Hamilton County too, with pilot programs. And so, if someone is listening or watching and they're interested, we want to partner with them. We want to get this out and just learn how to help caregivers better. We don't prepare for it.
Outreach. That is fantastic.
People are prepared because, like we said, they think they can do it because they know the person very well, right?
Right. And who wants to plan for it? I can't plan for all of the what ifs that are challenging in my life.
Mm-hmm. The comfort of having someone around you instead of someone new. But that's
true, and that's it too. Mm-hmm. They're like, we don't want anybody in our house. We don't want strangers.
They're going to steal things.
It's all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Right?
But it's got to be noted that is not worth the impact on the other. The help is needed.
Right. And isolation and stress for family caregivers, physically, emotionally, financially, is real. And there was the Polis Center did, it's been a couple of years now, but they did a survey and it came back that 40% of people who responded that were family caregivers said they had thought about suicide in the last 30 days. I mean, isolation is an epidemic.
Yeah. Well,
being alone and afraid is not a good thing. And so sometimes it's just knowing you can call the center and you can talk with Laura, you can talk with me, you can talk with a person who can connect you with other people in your hometown and connect you with programs. Because at Joy's House, we have programs, but who knows about them?
Right.
Not enough people.
And Joy's House is helping initially Joy's House, because I know the name Joy's House.
Okay.
You're helping the person who is not. You're starting the caregiver program, but before that, you're helping
Yeah.
the person who has the ailment,
So
obviously, and it's an older person.
So
Is
yes,
it always an older person?
It will typically aging, but that doesn't necessarily mean that a 20-year-old living with, autism or a diagnosis of Down syndrome can't come. It just depends on the person and what they need for the adult day service. But yeah, I mean, I founded it 26 years ago. I was 20. It's been half of my life, friends. Like, yeah, I was 27 when I started. So
that's pretty young. I mean, you think that's pretty young. I think it's young now.
I mean, my oldest child is 23, so it seems really young to me.
Right. And you founded this, this not-for-profit, which is a big deal.
Yeah, thanks.
And so where is the Joyce House located?
Yeah.
Brick and mortar.
Joyce House is in Broderville, so in Indianapolis. And then we have sister organizations around the state that if we are not the right location for adult day, we can refer someone. And then the center, so that's the other part of our mission, is for family caregivers, adult day service, family caregivers. The center is we're located within Joyce House walls. You don't even have to walk in. You can just call us.
Is the center, this future center?
Yeah.
Where's that going to be? Is that going to
same place?
Same place.
Yeah.
It's going to be right.
You don't have to come to us for that. A lot of it will be done virtually, I'm sure, because it'll be around the state. So, yeah, we just want to help people.
That's a great resource as well right now. Being able to do it virtually, that's fantastic. Yeah.
We've learned a lot in the last few years.
What made you start it? I mean, all of a sudden you're like,
Joyce House?
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
What made you start this at 27 years old?
You've asked. So my honest answer is a very God-driven thing for me. I had volunteered. I went to Ball State, undergrad and grad school. Chirp. Thank you. And I had volunteered through my sorority. I'm a Delta Zeta, and I had volunteered at adult day service along with a myriad of other places, but it stuck in my soul. And I just got to a point in my life where I was like, I have to do this. I have to do this. It's not an option. I have to do it. So surrounded myself with friends who I joke now, like we were just a bunch of goofballs starting this place, and we were kids. We were so young. I probably wouldn't have trusted them with the key to my rented place, but we did this wonderful thing together. And
you found a building and you found everything.
Yeah. And I'm joking, like these were incredible people.
Yeah. Well, you have to be.
And I
can't something like this.
26 years, we would have never imagined.
Are some of those people still?
Yeah.
Oh, they're still with you.
Yeah. Still volunteering, still donating, which, for non-for-profits is critical, especially
that's a big
now.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
It's a good thing at its core, and that's, I would imagine.
It's because when people are getting older, see, a lot of people, they're like, we're going to help kids, which is so important.
Yes.
And children's not-for-profits are very, very important. And of course, but nobody thinks about the older people.
We don't want to think about aging. We don't want to talk about death and dying in our culture, and we want to change that narrative. But I don't know if you know this, by 2030, there will be more adults over the age of 65 than there will be children under the age of 18 in our nation.
Well, you're going to be busy. You'll be very busy by 2030. You are going to be my gosh, people are going to be calling and then when you start that center. Okay, we take a break.
Yep.
See how fast it goes? You take a break. To believe it?
I'll do it.
Thanks. We appreciate it. Now, you're a team player. All right, we're going to take a break and hear from our sponsor, artist Randy Sorrell, and we'll be right back with Tina McIntosh. Hey everyone, we're lucky enough to have artist Randy Sorrell as our sponsor. And today, he's going to show you a few of his beautiful pieces.
Check this out.
Say hello to Songbook Standards. This is an original acrylic, part of my music series that I completed in 2024. Sort of celebrating jazz and blues and cool clubs all across the nation, or the world. And if you dig music, man, you are going to love this one. Lavender Fields is part of my landscape series, and if you could see this in person, you would recognize how thick and juicy and packed full of color this painting is, and it really captures the lavender fields that you see in France, and sometimes you're in Indiana. I think you're going to love this one.
Hey everyone, welcome back to No Title Needed with our guest, Tina McIntosh. Tina is the founder of Joy's House. You help aging people and caretakers. Now you're going to start this whole new center for the caretakers that we were just talking about, that oftentimes family members become the caretaker, the spouse, the brother, the sister, and they are left with like just a piece of paper and call. But now in the future, they're going to be able to call Joy's House
Yes.
and get help
Yes.
with the person they're taking care of.
Resources, connections,
All
support,
kinds of things.
community. Yep.
Yeah. And to get out of the house also.
Yes.
That's important because like you said, isolation is terrible.
Right.
So awful. And it's so important to get out and see other people and talk to other people and
Get some vitamin D.
be social.
Right.
Truth.
Yes, and get
all of
some
it.
vitamin D. Oh my gosh. Okay. And that is all great stuff. But now we're going to go back a ways.
Okay.
We're going to go back to the childhood, moving up. Well, are you from Indiana?
I am. I'm from Fort Wayne.
Oh, North. Yeah, up in Fort Wayne.
A northerner.
Yes, a northern Hoosier.
That's right.
And so,
Something like that.
yeah, wow. And obviously we know you went to Penn State, but yeah, growing up, was there like, I mean, I know you just started this, you said it was God-driven, but growing up, did you even think of, I mean, what were you like as a kid? I mean, what were your interests, and I'm sure you thought you'll never start a not-for-profit.
That was not what I thought.
Who even thinks that?
I thought I would be an author. I wanted to be an author, and I did write a book, but that
Okay.
we can save.
Yeah.
I always knew. So here's the thing. When I get introduced now, people often introduce me as the founder and CEO of Joy's House, which is great. And I am. But at the core, I'm a storyteller and I'm a collector of people. And that has always been who I am. I've been just a leader by the way that God made me. And I just love people. And I love people who are smarter than me and have better ideas than me and are more artistic than me. And, and I think together we're really great.
Yeah.
So
Were you the president of your sorority at all?
I was.
Oh, God. I know.
That was
I thought you were going to ask if I was the president of my high school senior class.
I'm sorry, were you?
I was. Yeah. And then I married my husband, who was as well. It's ridiculous. My poor kids.
It's a lot of presidents in the
Yes,
house.
Yeah. Yes, this comes up in therapy a lot.
A lot of very strong personalities.
Truth.
But how many kids do you have?
I have three biological children and a couple of nieces that I claim as my own. So yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
When is the book? Okay, listen, you wrote a book
I did.
and you didn't publish it, or you did?
I did publish it.
Oh,
yeah.
What is it? Come on.
Well, it's called Embrace the Imbalance. And so for me, I think all of my life, and some of this is just the people I've been around. Some of it is the time I was born in 1972. Some of it is being a woman, but always taught to balance everything in life, right? Like balance what you eat and balance your friendships and your marriage and work and, balance. And I just think that it's not true. I think it's a myth. I don't think we can balance.
It's very hard.
We fail. If we're trying to balance something, we're never really great at anything. And so my philosophy is I want to be really great here. I might be horrible in the boardroom later today, or I might not show up for my husband. We've been married 25 years, so sometimes I'm not as great as I want to be, there, or I might fall short for my kids. Right now I'm here and I want to be great here. And when I'm done here, I want to move on to something else and be great there.
I think when you're, and I listen, too, because your mother is everywhere.
right.
But you learn as a kid. I don't know what she was like when you were little. I don't know what she was doing. What was she doing when you were little?
She was. There's a lot of
She
coaching.
was a swim coach,
Yep,
right?
a lot of coaching.
Yeah. So I think kids adapt.
Yes.
They know their parents are doing this, doing that, and they're like, look, this is our lives.
Yes.
So you're adapting. And the kid's like, yeah, okay, I'm adapting. And they do. And it teaches them, though, I think, to be more independent, I got to do this.
Agreed.
I got to take care of this.
Now, some of that does come up, later in life, I think, as we get out into the world and then we meet other people and we realize like, oh, that wasn't the norm in your house.
Right.
We're different this way.
Right.
And I see that. My kids are 23, the niece is 23, 21, 17, and then a 6-year-old niece. And for
Oh, my God.
us, in 25 years, our first 10 years of marriage, we had 6 pregnancies. And so we were, for 10 years, either I was pregnant, just had a baby, just lost a baby, planning for a baby. And then since then, in our lives, I've had 2 primary breast cancers. My husband's had, kidney cancer and has chronic myeloid leukemia. I've had a colon resection. I had a minor brain surgery for a Chiari malformation, and I currently have a brain tumor that is not cancerous, praise God.
Benign.
It is.
Okay.
I did have to have brain radiation last year, about a year and a half ago at this point. So my kids adapting, I tell them, you get to choose. We're survivors, and we're still all here and together, or you're a victim. Right. And what you look for, you will find.
And then you have the 6-year-old.
Well, and she's no longer living with us. That's a recent. She just moved out.
All right, but
they're still mine. They still claim them. Yeah, for the last 2 out of the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm old for a 6-year-old just to be.
Yeah. Like that's when you said 6.
Yeah,
I was like, okay.
Yeah,
A lot of energy.
This is why grandparenting must be the best.
Exactly. Well, that's right. That's the thing. You're like, this is where I should be, right? Not raising a 6-year-old.
That's right.
But because you're such a good person, obviously, and have such a good heart, you help this kid.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It's been lovely.
Do you have? Okay, so this book. Oh my God, you could write a second book. You could just write.
That anybody would care though.
The people care about all kinds of things like that.
The first one was on my spirit. It was like I had to do it. It was like making me shake at night. I just knew I had to get it out, and so I got a very nice award a couple years ago, and my goal was by the time the award was announced, I had to get the book out. That was my own. I had to have a deadline. And I've sold, individually 1,000 copies. And it's a legacy for my family.
I think you should write one about Joy's house and all the stories, but for the people.
I mean, read Embrace the Imbalance. Some of those are in there.
So, okay.
And I really are like learning from the guests at Joy's house and the caregivers. Learning from the guests, though, there's gold.
I mean, tell what you got a story. Tell it.
Oh gosh,
I know, but we're putting.
No, that's okay.
It's hard off the top of your head.
It is hard off the top of your head.
You have some great stories from these people.
I really do. I will tell you. The one that comes to mind is just remembering the things that you've loved your whole life. So we had a guest, Mr. Willie, who was a tap dancer and hadn't tap danced and didn't know where his shoes were for decades. And we threw him a wish day at Joy's house where it was all about him. We turned our garden room into a jazz lounge. We had some local musicians come. We had a stage put in there, and it was beautiful. And his family flew in and came in, and we gave him a pair of shoes, and he got up and he tap danced on that stage for hours. And just the life and the light that's still in there with these folks that sometimes I think as we age, or in his case, diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, we discard them and say, well, they don't really know what's happened in there.
Right.
Prove that to me, because what I want to do is look at every person and see them for who they are and who they've been. It makes me want to cry talking about it. It just was magical.
Well, of course he remembered it. Of course he did. Because with Alzheimer's, you remember everything.
Right.
Back everything.
Oh, and if anybody ever doubts that, go back and watch a video and watch this man tap.
Yeah.
It's there.
Everything from the way, I mean, that's what it is.
It is.
I don't know what I had for lunch, but I can do that tap routine when I was 17.
Or your kindergarten teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that tap routine, by the way, if you go ahead.
Oh, no. Oh, red tap?
No.
I don't.
I bet you can do it too.
No, but you remember, they remember that stuff.
I do.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
But that's also part of, like, I'm sure with the arts, a person forgets, but sit them in front of a canvas and they'll paint. Sit them in front of they can still throw a pot. Right?
Muscle memory.
It's muscle memory.
That's right.
It is. And they don't forget that stuff.
What music does to us.
Music.
I mean, there's, music therapy studies with people with dementia all over. And I don't know. I think if we would just in this world stop, be great where we are, see somebody, look them in the eyes. I tell you what has been the most fun for me recently in this year is watching the people come in for the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
And how much they love America and they say we're kind. And it's just a reminder of like, yes, we are. We're really wonderful people.
Don't listen until you go there. Don't believe it until you're there with the people.
Anywhere, right?
People.
Right.
Just people are people. Everywhere you go in this world, we just want to connect. We just want to reach out to someone and have a moment of connection with folks. So, I mean, for me, it's, again, my faith, but love God, love others. And whether we share the same faith or not in this world does not matter.
Right.
Love each other.
Yeah,
right?
it doesn't matter.
Until the day we die.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we have had a lovely connection here.
Absolutely.
I feel the same.
I know. We have to wrap it up.
Nope.
I know. You're fighting
Just
it.
5 more minutes.
You're fighting it.
I'm fighting it.
But I can't. I have to do as I'm told.
Okay. Well, it has been lovely. Thank you for what you do and for what you're sharing with the world.
Oh my God, sure, of course. And thanks for being on.
Yes, thank
glad to
you.
be here.
Because you're a font of entertainment and information. And thanks for doing what you do at Joyce House. Thank you. And this new center for the caretakers that are coming up. Excellent, excellent idea. Thank you for being here for another episode of No Title Needed. Come on over to Feinstein's, see a great show. Something going on every night, Scott.
Right?
And you're going to love it. A lot of high-end entertainment here at the Hotel Carmichael and Feinstein's. But until next time, I'm Cynthia Collins.
And I'm Scott Osborne.
And we'll see you later.